Need a reliable cleaner, driver, or electrician without the hassle? Do you know that there is a solution that connects you with verified service providers in real time? Let's meet Qudus Salami, the founder of Bellfast, a platform that uses AI and escrow payment to bring trust and fair pricing to the service industry. So welcome. We have Qudus Salami in the studio. Thank you very much for joining us, Qudus.
Thank you for having me today.
Can we get to know you and know your background in tech?
Absolutely. My name is Qudus Salami. I'm a tech entrepreneur and also the CEO founder of Bellfast Services. My career in tech, I have a bachelor's degree in computer science, a master's degree in business information technology from Dapo University. And I've also tried to, work with different organizations in terms of risk and governance, and that kind of spanned the idea of a structured environment for me. And that was how, we kind of designed an app today that has structure, for the likes of artisans in Nigeria.
What does the name Bellfast signify, and what is it that you guys do?
So Bellfast today is really to connect customers with trusted, skilled artisans. If you look at today, you have artisans that are all over the place. We have abundant resources in Nigeria, people that have learned some type of trade and they're just out there. But we have an app today that is structured where you can come in as an artisan, and then you can, customer requesting or needing artisans for either daycare or home services, housekeeping, cleaning, even driver. Anybody can be a driver right now. So we've created an app whereby you can come in with your skill set, and a customer in your neighborhood needing their services can just, look you up on our app, find you in your location, and then, call you, to come do the work in their house. So bell sounds, when you hear a bell sound, what does it do? It gives you like a notification, awareness. And we thought about a sound that gives an attention to help. I need help urgency with something. So bell sound gives you like an awareness. And when you have that awareness for help, how soon do you need that help? You need it fast. So that was how Bellfast came to play. So we wanted customers that need help, that need urgency. How can you get that help immediately? And the help needs to be somewhere very close. So we built an app whereby you don't have to start looking for a friend's number to know I need an artisan, but you can actually go on the app to find an artisan very close to you, and they can easily come to you immediately in your location. It is registered. We have our CAC registration, our TIN, and now we're talking about taxes. So we have our TIN number, so it's registered in Nigeria, and we're focusing on Lagos State and some suburban areas for now. So yeah, it is in Nigeria. People are downloading it. We have quite a number of people doing the Dirty December looking for drivers, personal drivers, whereby you can get a driver in your neighborhood. Thinking you don't want to drive yourself today, using your own car, you can actually have someone in your neighborhood that is ready to drive you, come over, drive your car, drive you all everywhere you want to go, and you don't have to worry about anything else at the end of the day. So yeah, it is working here.
So what personal frustration or gap in the market led you to creating Bellfast?
Thank you for that question. So again, aside the abundance of the resources, right, we see graduates coming out of school and they're just hanging out there. There is no corporate jobs for them to work on. And we came about the idea that there is abundant resources. These students have actually probably learned some skills one way or the other, but they're just out there. So there's that frustration, of Nigeria has these resources. How can we leverage that? And apart from that, we've also had a series of transactions by customers and artisans whereby, poor services, incomplete jobs, and customer is not satisfied, or artisans have completed their work and they're not being paid what they deserve. So what Bellfast has actually done is creating access. So access for artisans to get closer to customer getting access to the right skilled artisans, and then creating a trust environment through our platform whereby we've created a payment system, whereby the customer pays, and then once the job is done, the payment, goes to the artisan. So we've kind of created a structure whereby there is security, there is trust within the customer and the provider.
So how is artificial intelligence specifically used on your platform?
Yeah, so in our platform, we've leveraged AI in terms of pricing-based strategy and demand system. So what that means is if you go on the app right now and you book a service, let's say housekeeping, for example, you would negotiate, based on your location. So you probably have a minimum pricing, a maximum pricing. So let's say 10 people in your location, request for the same housekeeping service. The negotiation the final negotiation amount between all those 10 people will probably be different, right? So AI will look at what is the average cost or what is the average artisans are taking in that location. That way, AI would adjust the minimum and the maximum. So the next 11 person will probably be getting the fair value at that time for that service. So we're leveraging AI that way. We're monitoring it. AI is not just going to be doing everything. We have that human monitoring as well, so that we have that fairness and consistency.
So can you elaborate on the escrow system? How does it protect both parties?
The escrow system protects both parties, essentially. So a customer would go on the platform, and the customer would, again, ask for the service that they want. They do the negotiation, and once you do the negotiation with the artisan, you make the full payment. Now, once you make the full payment, it stays in an escrow account. So the full payment notification goes to the artisan, knowing fully well that they've been paid. However, the artisan will not get the money yet. So the artisan gets that notification to say, I've been paid, but I still need to do the job. So once the artisan gets to the client side to do the job, and the customer, is satisfied with the job, and they click on the button that they are done and satisfied, the money automatically releases to the artisan's wallet. So that way, if there is a dispute, for instance, if the customer is not satisfied, they cannot complete the job, right? They will not complete the job. They have to reach out to us to say, okay, I'm not satisfied. So the money still stays in escrow. So both parties can be assured that if my job is not done, my money still stays safe. If I do the job, I'll be getting paid eventually.
So what are the requirements for a service provider to be verified on Bellfast?
So we are definitely aligning identification with the Nigerian standard, which is the NIN system. Every provider, including customers, needs to go through our KYC. So we have their first name, last name.
What's KYC?
Know your customer. So we need to know your first name, last name, your date of birth, and we align that with a photo shot of yourself and match it with the NIN database to make sure that you're the right person. So everybody goes through that, and some probably additional information around your email address, your background, and additional information like that. We do utilize, and also it also depends on the type of service you're providing. So for instance, if you'll be providing a driver service, we'll probably also need your driver's license as well to be uploaded.
How do you ensure consistent quality service?
We do monitor, so we monitor a lot, and also we do check the completion rate for providers, and also we have a rating system, review system. So basically, we make sure that we're looking at the completion rate for a provider, the cancellation rate for a provider, how many times you've canceled the service, for instance. And we're seeing a pattern of cancellation. I mean, that would call us for, do we need to coach this person? Do we need to restrict this person from our service, or do we need to remove it? And all this is being communicated. However, we also want to do it on the positive side. The more the provider is doing a perfect job, we give them badges, we give them discounts as well, we increase their visibility to the customers as well.
Are there support channels available for customers if they face any troubles?
So on the platform, if you have issues with a provider, you have a form on the platform where you can fill. You can select the type of dispute that you have. Maybe the job wasn't completed to your satisfaction. We have a team that would look into that dispute within 24 hours of your request. And then once we get that, we can follow up with that. We also have our WhatsApp where you can actually chat us. And also we have, all our social media platform. You can reach us on that: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We can always, talk to our customers from there.
Or talking about trust, is there a review or rating system for both the customers and even the service providers?
Absolutely, absolutely. Trust is our foundation here. So once we have a customer that has actually done the right thing for a provider, there are no issues. We expect the providers to actually rate the customers, right? Vice versa, we want the customer to rate the job that the provider has done as well. So there is a 5 points rating for each provider, and 5 points rating for customers.
So what are the biggest challenges initially when you were launching this?
Nigeria has a trust skepticism, right? Everybody talks about, how can I trust this person to come to my house to do housekeeping? How can I trust this person to, take my car and drive me around, right? So those are the initial challenges that we have. But again, once we have a structure in place, we have our KYC login process. We know the identity of this person. We've worked on the payment system, the escrow system, whereby money doesn't go out until the job is done. And we also have our dispute process, whereby, we have a team that is, constantly looking at the completion rate, right? The satisfaction rate. We're looking at, the disputes that have been done, how many disputes per provider. We have all those KPIs that we're looking at. So with that, we're building that trust. And, again, using this platform to tell people that once there is structure in place, trust is manageable, essentially.
What does success look like for Bellfast in the next few years?
So success for us is to kind of ground ourselves locally, how much visibility we've had locally, how much trust we've been able to, give to the people, in terms of believing that there is a way to actually get artisans to come and do a job, and they trust that process. Now, technology grows. The progress happens in technology when everyday users have access to it, really. So once we are giving everyday users a technology platform, very easy to use, and everybody believes in it, it's easy. Today, you can easily transfer money through some website or your mobile phone. It's easy. Everybody does it now because the technology is available. Now, this technology is also available now. And once we've done that, we intend to say, okay, trust it. And once we have that trust, I think in the next 2-5 years, we can always expand on that.
So can you reel out the services you provide now, and what new services are you going to be providing soon?
So the services that we have, so in the cleaning services, we have, housekeeping, we have car wash. Also, we have tailors, we have barbers, we have spa, so if you want students to come over, we have that. Like I said, we have daycare, so if you want a maid for the day or you want a maid for the month, we have also that. And we're building on, like I said, how many services, the future services we're looking at is business services, whereby we can have, IT people, website developers come in, you need them for a month, or you need caterers, you need, chefs. We have that actually. We have chefs on the platform as well. So right now, if you look at our database, which we're monitoring closely, I think we have about 1,000+ providers right now across Lagos State.
Finally, what is your strategy for expanding beyond Nigeria?
Our strategy is still to stay locally grounded. As we continue to build that trust locally, I think that wave will continue to go. We want to thoughtfully grow. We don't just want to grow. And we also want to use data. As we're growing, we want to see, okay, what is our data saying? Is our data saying we need to go on this particular service? Is this service in other countries? How is it being done in other countries, right? If it's not in other countries, is there a potential for growth there? So I think we're going to be following the data, but we also want to be thoughtful about growth.
People, for younger ones, they are thinking of stepping into your shoes. A message for them?
You want to enter the tech industry, that's a thought already. So what is holding you back will be my question. There's a lot you can do in tech right now. I'll say, once you're thinking about it, just do it. That's how we started Bellfast. We thought about it and we're doing it, and we're still going. There are a lot of challenges, but I encourage anyone thinking to just do it.
A message for Technifier?
Well, Technifier gave us this opportunity. I hope to see more, entrepreneurs, startups come here, and I want to say thank you, for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us on
thank you so
Technifier.
much.
Thank you so much. Amazing chat that was with Qudus Salami, the founder of Bellfast.